Hello, colors. Welcome back to Viva Barca, and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to discuss on some interesting updates. We begin with Joao Cancelo. We are going to discuss on key details of Cancelo's imminent move to Barcelona from Manchester City. Very important. We are going to look at that as we move ahead. Secondly, talking about young prodigy Lamine Yamal, as the Barca teenage whiz kid could earn first ever Spain call-up, according to a recent report. So as we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. With each passing hour, Joao Cancelo is closing in on a move to Barcelona from Manchester City. The 29-year-old Portuguese right-back had been one of the Catalans' main objectives for the current transfer window, with Xavi Hernandez in particular pushing for the player's signing. And over the past week, there have been significant developments in the operation, with the move now very close to being completed. So let's talk about the details. As has been well established by now, Cancelo will be joining Barcelona on a season-long loan deal with a non-mandatory purchase option included in the agreement. And now, journalist Adria Alberts has provided some more intimate details of the agreement between Barcelona and Manchester City for the trade of Cancelo. It had been previously reported that the agreement in principle was going to be for a purchase option worth just over 30 million euros. But the aforementioned report states that the fee agreed for the right back's permanent purchase next year is 25 million euros. Furthermore, the option would not be mandatory and would be conditioned on Barca reaching the round of 16 in the UEFA Champions League, along with some other objectives. In addition to that, the report states that Cancelo's salary would be shared between the two clubs, although the Blaugrana will be paying the larger share. The former Valencia and Inter Milan ace will be traveling to Barcelona tomorrow to finalize the transfer and get the deal across the line. Once that is done, the Blaugrana will turn their focus to getting Cancelo registered, along with other players like Marcos Alonso and Inaki Pena. However, it is unlikely that Cancelo will be ready to play against Villarreal this weekend and might make his debut against Osasuna on September 3rd. At the same time, it is not ruled out that the La Liga champions could re-enter the market for one more player, although it would hinge on them being able to sanction exits first. Of course, Joao Cancelo's move is a matter of when, it's not a matter of if any longer, because unconfirmed reports have already said the deal is done, but now announcement is imminent. So this report just brings out some of the key details to that transaction, as Joao Cancelo moving to Barca is going to happen. Which means that the right back problems that we have been facing over the past few seasons will be addressed, at least for the long-term future. Joao Cancelo was always a top choice for Xavi, was always a top choice for Barca, until when Deco came and we saw a name like Ivan Fresneda being linked strongly, to the extent where the player was so excited and had to wait for Barca for quite a long time. But if recent reports are to be believed, Barca's pursuit for Fresneda is fading away very rapidly, because Xavi Hernandez has won the race in terms of going for his own top target, which was always Joao Cancelo, Barcelona pushing for that. Joao Cancelo is 29 years of age. It's true that yes, he might not be too much of a long-term prospect, like how Ivan Fresneda is, just age 18 years old. But nonetheless, having the quality of Joao Cancelo in the ranks means a lot. It means a lot. So the player have been hell bent that he wants to join Barca amid a lot of interest because he's a top quality player. Arsenal have been showing interest, as well as clubs from the Saudi Arabia, as it was revealed yesterday by Gerard Romero that there were some top offers, very lucrative offers for Joao Cancelo from the Saudi league. But guess what? He said no. And of course, that tells you the desire that he wants to join Barca. He had to forego whatever amount of money that he will be paid just to join Javi's team, which I think will be great for a player to play for the love that he wants, or for the love of the club rather than for the money. So as it stands right now, things will go through well despite everything. Barcelona, I think this will be their second Manchester City player to be signed this season after Ilkay Gundogan. I'm not counting Ferran Torres because Ferran Torres came back I think almost 2 years ago. Of course, we know the connections between City players. In fact, Man City as a whole, since Pep went there and Barca, it has been strong business-wise as well because of the philosophy, the style of play similar to that. Pep being a born Barca man, implementing the style of play there in Man City, the one he used to play when he was a Barca coach. So it just makes that bond so good. Xavi Hernandez also a great admirer of Pep's style of play, even though I've not been seeing Xavi playing that same style so far. Then on to the final story of discussion. Just 2 matches into the new season, Lamine Yamal is already making a big impact for Barca, having made an impactful cameo in the opening game against Getafe. The 16-year-old La Masia Whiskey earned his first ever senior start this past weekend against Cadiz, and he impressed again. Yamal is already breaking records upon records and achieving milestones upon milestones. And if reports are to be believed, the teenager could very well be on his way to reaching another special landmark. Indeed, Mundo Deportivo has come out with a report saying Yamal could be in line for a first ever call up to the Spain national team. La Roja will be taking on Georgia and Cyprus in the UEFA Euro 2024 qualifiers next month, and manager Luis de la Fuente is expected to make an announcement for the squad for the fixtures very soon. And the report claims that Yamal could be poised for a surprise call-up to the senior national team squad despite being just 16 years old. This comes on the back of the teenage prodigy's recent exclusion from the squad list for the under 18 Spain team, of which several other Barca youngsters feature. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.